Hey guys, I thought I'd do a similar movie review style that I did for Ready or Not the other night. This one is called Bed Rest. It's starring Melissa, can't pronounce her last name, but she was in Scream 5 and 6, and because I really liked how her character, how she played that character, how complex that character came across, it made me want to watch more of her films. So there's a film, like I said, called Bed Rest. It's on Prime and it's free. What I'm getting from it so far is she's pregnant. I think she's already lost a child in the past, and she fell down the stairs after what she perceived was seeing a shadow of a boy child. And they rushed her to hospital, and then they put her into her bed at home with her partner looking after her and stuff. But I think this film is trying to make her seem like she's crazy or paranoid because she keeps seeing the boy's reflection in the mirror and a moment ago through the door as well. But nobody else can see it. So and I think they've targeted on had mental problems in the past. So I think this is going to be one of those films where it targets her, makes her seem crazy, makes her seem delusional, and I think it's going to be one of those films that could become an uncomfortable watch maybe. And when people, they know what they hang on, let me get to that again. In their minds, they know what they're seeing, but because nobody else is and no one else is believing, it's going to make you seem crazy. So this is what I've got from this film so far. So stay tuned for more. Now, this film is really weird. Like I said, she's having visions of seeing this boy ghost spirit thing, but now it's sort of like even had an attack. One that was kind of weird, that she was looking on the roof from the ceiling, and then it dropped something on her bed. She went to pick it up and then get her computer, and next minute she's on the spirit. She's on the other side of the bed. Said, "Can my baby sister come out to play?" And pointing at her, because obviously she's pregnant. And then the next time you see the spirit is when she's in the bath, trying to relax, trying to distress and everything. And then again, he shows up out of nowhere, pointing at her. And basically, I'll let you hear it. But yeah, this film, baby sister coming, pointing at her while she's in a bath, holding her stomach, and the spirit just turns, points at her baby sister coming, and then he disappears. So something is giving me the impression that it may not be a good entity, a good spirit. Something is going to happen, I think. I've taken a look at some of the images for this film, and it sort of gives me a possession vibe. Have I seen any trailers for this film? No, I haven't. I've gone in completely blind. What hooked me to this was the actress. So, as I'm a fan of the actress, I thought, let's see what she can do in this film, this style of film. So, yeah, let's carry on with Bed Rest. To be continued. So I like one thing I want to say about this. It does it in different chapters. So this amount of time, this amount of time. This is the last chapter part. And a key thing that I want to mention is she's keep having visions of this dead boy, but now she believes it's her formerly dead son, trying to protect the unborn daughter that she's carrying. Do I think it's her dead son? No. Do I think it's most likely a demon or a possession or something on those lines? Yes. And like I said, I only have the images from Google to go on and what I have been seeing and watching and experiencing. I will say another great role played by Melissa. I have accidentally forgot the character's name, so I'll get back to you on the next chapter and video. But yeah, this is a very complex video, film, I should say. It's definitely something different, and I will say it's free on Prime, so you can check it out. And I will give that cautions. If there is any sensitive topics brought up in this film that you might not find comfortable, then please watch the trailer first, and then you'll know if you feel comfortable to give it a watch or not. But yes, with what I have seen so far, I have definitely enjoyed it. It's definitely very complex, it's definitely different, and it's really good. Yeah, this film is definitely fucked up, and when the husband already knew about the wrongdoings of this previous owner and stuff, and the spirits, so he kind of knew. But so eventually, they believed her. The mum and the husband actually believed her. But believing and experiencing goes to a whole new level. Thanks to a very strong entity push, the mother went flying through a window to her demise. And then, I don't know if the husband's dead yet, but he ended up falling straight into these things, which there was blood. When the mother-to-be, I think her name was Dewey, I might need to get back to that, tried to radio for help, the spirits flew her into the bathroom, into the bathtub. So, yes, definitely safe to say the spirits, and there's more than one. It's, let's just say it in the best way possible, it's the end game now. And so I can actually get the name right. The character Melissa is playing is named Julie. But shit did hit the fan with a very strong female present ghost who did kill her husband's mum, who did knock him on his ass where he had an injury, and then there was a very intense moment where Julie was in the bathtub giving birth, and the spirit was, well, as soon as the baby was born, trying to suck the life out of the baby. But Julie, with the only thing she could do is to literally smash in from the bathtub through the ceiling to the ground, so it seemed like she was going to die, and she did die. But this is a little twist bit. When the spirit went to get the husband, went to get the baby, right in front of her was Julie. Standing up like nothing's happened, grabbed her by the throat and overpowered her and banished her from the house. But then the camera goes back to the husband, the door opened and there's the ambulance people, saying please rush, the wife has died. So what you're seeing is the ghost form of Julie. And then you have this weird moment of what seems like it's in heaven between Julie, her mother-in-law, and the baby. I think it would have been her dead son. So I think Julie got to choose to come back or not. So she gave the mother-in-law her son, who passed away, and the son and the mother-in-law went to heaven, and Julie, returned to her normal form, and the film ended with Julie, the new fresh-born baby, and the husband playing. So it was definitely a very unique film. It was very different. Her acting in this film was top notch, and I definitely think any role she does is superb. And there's another film that I'm interested in seeing at some point called Abigail. Let's carry on just slightly. And the next film that I want to see her in, I think is called Abigail. It's a horror comedy if I remember correctly, but I might check that out at some point. But yeah, this film, however, was really fun. Had some tense moments, some uncomfortable moments that maybe people could get triggered by. But in its entirety, it was a lot of fun. So yeah, it's on Prime. Definitely recommend it. Definitely give it a like after you've seen it. Yeah, hope you enjoy. Peace.